Alright everybody, as promised, Spectre Studios is back. This is the CR90 Part 3 campaign of this mission. If you haven't seen that before, as our assistant is bringing us the mission rules, we're back on track with that. So, we hope you enjoy that. We just got this little guy to deal with, so it shouldn't be too much noise kind of going on. It's not shot down in my brother's basement where we did the other two before either. So
the primary studio,
yeah.
Here we are. So we're picking up the campaign, CR90. This is the, I forget the name of the campaign, Punch It, I believe.
Punch It, yeah.
Basically, I have a hyperdrive unit on the front end of the CR90 that I need to fix. Once it's fixed, I can punch it, and I'm free.
And there's a lot of things we want to go over before this. First off, we're going to say we did play this mission before, but we would have played it incorrectly because the CR90 was naked, which you commenters pointed out to us.
Yes. So we're actually redoing the mission, and the good part about that is, one, we're going to get the rules right.
Yes.
Two, we're both using a couple of the newer ships.
2 Wave 4 ships are going to make it in this, so I'm going to be using a toned down Phantom because I'm only allowed 3 unique characters, and that's not, and one of the unique ones is not any of the Phantoms.
And I'll be bringing in a headhunter along with some rookie pilots.
Lieutenant Blount.
Lieutenant Blount. Yes.
Lieutenant Blount will be the headhunter that is in the mission. So those are that part. We'll go over the Army builds when you see that, but that's kind of where a lot of those things are. So we're seeing new Waves 4 ships on this, so it should be a better mission. Much going on.
One other key point, because of our Patreon campaign.
Yes.
One of my rookie pilots is actually a named pilot now.
Yes.
Number 18 will be Mark.
One of our Patreon supporters, Mark Jacobs, is one of our pilots that's going to help protect the CR90 ship.
So Mark Jacobs, he's a rookie, but hopefully after this battle he'll be considered a veteran. And
yeah, if he does well, Spectre Fenton might even actually give him an upgrade for a ship this time because he doesn't have anything special. He's going to go by the whim of his own lucky pilot. But
gotta put him to a test.
I am going to do one thing, but you did not know this when I put this out because you didn't know about the name pilot thing. To kind of keep in the spirit of our Patreon supporters that they do mean something and they're going to contribute to the campaign. Although this costs no extra points, you will get 1 free reroll on your defense dice for Mark Jacobs.
Hey.
So that's the
changing
skill on
the
that.
rules.
Yeah, we're changing the rules. This is a campaign. If you know, this is the CR90 mission. We're gonna finish that up, but as we go into Spectreverse, that's what Patreon. We'll get some rules, special things that Patreon named characters on the board will be getting as well. So check that out if you haven't gone. That's on our. We haven't gone out to check this out here. SpectreStudios.us. That will lead you to the forum and the Patreon page as well. If you haven't seen it on the YouTube channel of mine, anyways, to really go see how a lot of that stuff works out. We really hope you guys look into this because we do a lot with X-Wing, but when we really branch out into our Infinity, Dust, 40K, Malifaux, Wolsung world that we're going to be doing, you're going to see a lot of these Spectre Studio advertisements and names of creation, stuff like that. That's all in Patreon. So really check out that video to really understand what we're kind of talking about because it's really going to be cool. I think it's something pretty awesome.
Absolutely. So Mark Jacobs, you're in this campaign. Let's see if you can help ward off the hordes of Imperials so the CR90 can make it to safety.
Yep, that's his duty. Let's see if it works out. Let's check out the ships.
Alright, here I am with my Rebel fleet. Again, it's pretty basic. I have the CR90, the big ship. Obviously the campaign requires it. I do now have the upgrades that it comes with, but only the upgrades it comes with. So 2 single turbo lasers, sensory team and a gunnery team, all on the fore end, which will include the hyperdrive unit, and on the aft end, quad lasers, an engineering team, and the Tabana gas supplies. Got to get this thing to safety. Hopefully we can do that. I have 2 rookie pilots, number 24 and 29. The 3rd rookie pilot is Mr. Mark Jacobs himself. He's representing number 18. And then Lieutenant Blount is the team leader of this little group running in the Z95 Headhunter. That's basically the only upgrade I have on these ships. No additional. So we're going basics. These guys got the crap mission. Go out there and prove yourself, and then we'll give you some upgrades.
Alright, so I am bringing the Imperial Wave. I have to break this up into 3 waves, each led by a unique character with 50 points. So this is basically how I'm going to be going with that. So first off, we're going to do Colonel Jendon. He has a tactician in his ship. Then I'm led by 3 scimitar. He's going to be leading 3 scimitar TIE bombers. They each have double-deck cluster missiles. So 2 of them each. So they're going to really be able to unload a big shot on him. Turfinier leads the next group. This is a kind of a hodgepodge group. It's going to have 1 Obsidian Squadron pilot. He's kind of like the lame duck in this unit because he's got a stealth device on his ship. And then we have the Shadow Squadron pilot, the TIE Phantom, decked with a recon specialist inside and an advanced cloaking device. It's more like the idea that they're going to kind of like harass the unit where they have protection, the Obsidian pilot doesn't, so that's why he's the lame duck. So now we're led by Backstabber, who can't have anything really unless I modified this TIE because he doesn't have any veteran abilities. But he's leading 3 Black Squadron pilots because the Black Squadron pilots have had so much fun in this last 2 campaigns. I felt fitting to bring them as well. The cool thing is, 1 in the middle is going to be the Opportunist, while his other 2 buddies are wingmen. They have actually those wingmen upgrades, so I can really do a lot of K-turning and stuff, and they should be able to help another comrade out to keep the pressure on the rebels. So that's the plan. Let's see if that pulls out. And as you can see, the little one is wanting to be very heavily involved, but we're going to definitely try to bring that ship down and continue the Imperial winning streak. Okay, so this is the board. We have a little bit of a stretch black area right here. That's for both sides to kind of meet the parameters because I only have the 4x4, 3x3 I'm at right now. So we'll have to, with the new ships, Spectre Studios will be planning on trying to increase that right now. So this is the first wave. Turfinier with the lame duck and the TIE Phantom. Mr. Obsidian pilot.
CR90 right in the middle, trying to fix himself, and he's actually flanked. I decided to split the group up. Mr. Mark Jacobs piloting with 1 co-pilot, and then Lieutenant Blount has 1 rookie pilot with him. Hopefully we can overwhelm them with whatever strategy this is going to play out.
Okay. I know a lot of you guys still want the maneuver dials, but this is an epic game. It's a lot of points. I know the TIE Phantom would be pretty interesting. We'll try to do some key movement things, but really we're going to try to just keep the video length down. So we're just going to kind of really get into the shooting aspect so you can kind of see all that stuff kind of going on, because otherwise it'd be very chaotic and a very, very long video. And I don't know if you guys all want to see that yet. If you do, comment more below. If we get a lot more comments, then we know that's where you guys want to be. Okay, so moving things along, basically the Imperial force split up. They went in there, and then Turfinier moved far up. No one really is in range except for the big guy, so Rico will have 1 shot at somebody.
Actually, is he base to base?
Oh,
he is in range.
Oh wow! So Mr. Lame Duck actually is in range, but he has to shoot last.
So he's a 3, so
You're
big guy
4.
can shoot first. So he has his big time cannon.
He's range 3, you just figured that out.
Oh yeah. It has to be range 3 to 5. So he's got 4 dice. We'll be firing at, and that's just the lame duck guy.
Yeah. 3. So range 3 is 4 dodge dice.
And he does have an evade, so I guess you can take one of those out already if you wanted to.
He doesn't even need it. He
No.
Totally
Dodge.
dodge. Lame Duck can flap those wings and move. Well, he's at range 3. He's going to fire 2 shields, 2 at the CR90.
I do get a dodge.
Yes, and it's 1 hit. And he dodges.
The CR90 somehow just...
Move aside.
I don't know how that happens, but...
Okay, so we're at the end of the phase. Spectre Fence End put 3 energy on it. It has 1 token, so he'd get 4 dice. He needs just the regular hits, no criticals. Got 2, so now he gets 1 of those back. So good call, putting the extra on. He is 2 to the 2 up on it. 4 more to go.
All right.
Can you get going?
That's it. Nobody else is in range.
Let's get to the maneuver dials back, but also wave 2 will be coming in pretty soon too. Alright, I know I said I wasn't going to do much of the maneuvering dial, but I have to because this crazy little cluster went in. That's Mark. So hopefully, and then the rookie behind him, but God, look at that. We got to figure out what he did. It's a 2 straight. Where is this gonna put this ship?
Go, 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 go. Stop.
Oh,
look at that. Perfect maneuvering by a large
they're
ship.
flying pretty well then. Flying pretty well. So, nice little job there. We didn't. It gets interesting, but yeah, they are flying around the nose to go engage those Imperial ships. So, pretty cool with that.
All right, Lieutenant Blount. He's got first shot, range 2.
At Mr. Lame Duck.
Because the other guy would be range 3, and he's already got enough dodges. So he's going after the lame duck. He's got 2 shots.
2 shots with a headhunter.
And he is focused. Fires 2. 1 hit.
And his alarm goes up. So we got 3 dice for Mr. Lame Duck.
And he dodges.
Man.
I call him a lame duck, and he keeps dodging.
I know. He totally wants. He wants a Patreon name. That's what I think that guy
I want
wants
to be
right there.
named.
He is ready for one of you guys to take him over.
All right.
All right.
Now the the Turfineer over here
Does he have the
did
back?
a great maneuver.
And he has the back end of that ship here.
I don't think he does.
Nope. Nah, he was. His plan was to kind of cause some issues in the back, so now he can pursue, making the back swings and head arms. Think about
We
it.
got the Defender.
Defender's going to go full bore. This thing's on the back.
Yes. Can he fire while he's cloaked?
Yeah, he has to decloak. I actually had to do some things first, so he may not actually be doing that.
Do you want it?
All right. Well, the TIE Phantom has done a nice little clip. So what Mark thought was there is not there. He's right over there.
Oh no!
But remember, I rolled pretty poorly on this thing, so I wouldn't sweat it. And we'll see if he gets the Patreon thing. So that's he's now rolling for his attack, which will be an unfortunate 5 dice on Mr. Mark.
You will miss 4 of the 5.
Very likely.
The Jedi mind trick.
See, I focused.
Oh!
So I
called
spend
it,
1.
but he focused. All right, so he has a 2 agility.
But you get
He
to
is
do
focused.
you get the focus there, and you get the Patreon reroll.
So he will use the Patreon reroll.
No, so he
he
lost
still
his
takes the
shield. So there you can see he still has 1 of those shields remaining.
No!
And now we go into the Lame Duck. We'll fire probably 2 shots into. Not really sure how far he is there. Maybe 1 or 2. Looks like
2.
no, looks like a 1.
Oh,
Just
1.
touches 1. So that's 3 dice for Mr. Lame Duck.
He is focused if necessary.
Yep.
I did reinforce the front end
So
of the
1,
over there.
and that's what it'll be. So 1 shield of that will go down.
And reinforce is gone.
Nope, reinforce stays.
Oh, reinforce stays.
So a shield is lost now on the front.
No.
And now it will go to, well actually he should have shot before that guy. So.
Oh, yeah.
Before.
Alright. He is going to fire at Turfineer with his primary gun. That will be range 4.
Okay.
4 dice. Boom!
1. He's 3.
Plus 2.
Plus 2 for range. Plus 1 for having a stealth device. And this is where I could possibly blow it because I have a stealth device on him.
Is he the only one with stealth device?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he just got 1.
Barely.
Whoops, sorry.
Woo!
Woo, Chief Time, man, I'm rolling already. I'm rolling stellar.
Alright.
So this guy should be getting going. And now rookies.
Yeah, he's way up. He does have his back end. So, rookies. We'll start over here with number 29.
3 at Lame Duck.
Range 3 at Lame Duck. Firing 3. He uses his focus. So it'll be 3 hits.
So 3 dice for Lame Duck. He's in a little trouble here, but he does have focus as well.
Dodge
Got 1, but he'll take 2 hits. 1 is a crit. And he treats all hard turns as red. So he's got 2 damage on him.
That could play into effect with how
Yeah.
close he is to the big
So
ship.
let's start with Mr. Mark. Back on Lame Duck. He actually could be the one finishing him off.
Let me say range 1, I believe.
Yeah, looks like 1.
Mr. Jacobs,
So
so
4
he'll
dice.
fire 3, 4 dice. He
not
used
focus.
his focus, so he's
So-
only got 1. Wow. Not doing well, and he
And
dodged.
just dodge. So Not there. What about this guy?
He will fire at the Phantom.
Oh, and he goes back to cloak because I have a special device on him.
Range 2.
Yep.
3 shots.
And no focus, no nothing.
Was he supposed to be focused?
I have no idea. He might have run in just, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't have nothing.
He didn't have focus.
So
He wasn't paying attention, so nothing.
And that's it.
And CR90's back end, nothing. So
we're going to do the energy thing.
he will burn 1 energy to recoup the 1 shield up front.
Okay.
And then I've got 1 energy being burned, plus 2
hyperdrive.
on the hyperdrive.
So
So
3
dice to repair. Nothing.
Nothing. So if you had 1 more eyeball, they would have lost 1. But got nothing going on that, so nothing happens. And then the bomber group shows up.
No!
So a little bit.
I bet they've got cluster missiles.
Okay, so some slow moving from the bomber group that just came up. The Phantom K-turn, and wow, it was the turn of the CR90 with sporadically moving X-wings really almost tagged this ship out. It's really close there. Alright, sorry, tried to fix some lighting here so you guys can see. So the lame duck ran into the X-wing. The other ships have kind of made their move in. They're all focused around. Turfanier almost hit that asteroid, but now he barreled out of that way, so he won't be into that range. And he will probably be leading the attack. Oh, we're waiting for one more action for the CR90.
Yeah, it's got 2 actions. So
he's got a reinforce going on in the back because that's going to get hit.
Yep.
So the front is going to try to use him.
The recover is actually an action, not an end type of thing.
Yeah.
Unless I have the.
You don't have the card for the robot.
No, I don't. So for his second action, he is going to target lock. That's the front end. So the back end reinforced.
Yep.
Front end target locking.
So not going to get the shield recovery on the back.
No, because it's full of shields right now.
Okay.
So next round, that'll be one of the actions is to recover shields.
All right. So again, let's go with Turfanier. He's in the back.
Firing front or back?
Back.
Back end 2.
All right. So it's 3 for him.
I did burn the Tabana gas supplies to give myself some more
energy. So building up of that. And he hit 3 times.
On the back end, so that'll
Yep.
be 3 shields. Oh,
2
he
shields.
had the recover. 2
So
shields.
2 shields. So 2 are gone.
He had the reinforced.
And then Jendon has the initiative, so how far is he away? 3? Yep, so he's 3 away with 3 dice.
He has 1 extra
He,
agility.
What did he do? He did target lock.
He did target lock.
And I will spend the target lock for the last one, which is a focus, so it'll be nothing for him.
And
Does, so he'll
both
take,
and
so he's fine.
reinforce. Yep.
And that goes now into, I believe, Blount.
Lieutenant Blount.
So he has
Range 1 on the
Yep.
Obsidian pilot.
So 3 dice for him. He has a focus for 1.
I'll go for 1 hit.
And then Mr. Lame Duck, still dodging.
Jeez.
Still dodging.
He is not a lame duck by any means.
And now I think it'll be him. But he really is going to have an issue here, so I got to hold on here. I'm kind of pinned with the Phantom, so it's an interesting tactic because I can't get past this asteroid because where the K-turn is. He doesn't go anywhere else. So going forward is a damage thing. It's on him. So he is going to stick it out there, so he's at least cloaked.
So
That leaves it actually to
he
the Lame
cannot
Duck.
fire because he's cloaked. So
The
yeah.
Lame Duck is going to fire at the
back, yeah.
back, so that's 3 dice for him. And he'll take one more shield off the back.
That's the last shield.
So that's all gone. And now it will leave it to the bombers because they have initiative.
Yep.
But I gotta see if they're in range 2. That's where the bombers can fire their missiles. So let's see. They will be. This one does. This one does not. So we'll start with the one that can, which is the B. He discards target lock to fire 1 of the cluster missiles. So that's 3 dice at range 2, so there's really nothing else going on for you dodging, right? So these are two criticals.
Oof.
And that will take off 2 energy off the back aft of your thing. And then the second hit is 2 focus and 1 hit. So he took a total of 3. Wait, are these separate attacks? No, I don't remember. No, you get to dodge that, so it'll block that one. So you just got the 2 crits.
So
It's 2 attacks.
All right, so
Yep,
you got
two crits.
2 crits to his hull.
So pause. Good.
All right, he's got structural collapse and reactor leak. Deals 2 face down damage cards to the 4 section, then flip this card face down, and then when you execute a maneuver, reduce the amount of energy you gain by 1.
So we got a reactor leak going on, and
So, oops,
One.
2
forward dash.
damage
So
to
wow,
the
so
front.
that hit the front and
These
back.
2 on the back.
Total 4 damage all around the ship.
Ouch.
So it's now only got 6 in the front, 6 in the back.
Ouch.
That's an all-around damage producing by that 1 scimitar shot.
That's the cluster missiles for you.
And he's going to fire 2 more shots from here. This is just basically his forward firing. Oops, let me rewrite that. Won't matter. So that's going to be taken out by the reinforce.
Oh, yep.
Alright, now it will definitely go to the rebel ships. So we have this rookie here who has definitely 3. Oh, actually, this guy should go.
No, big ships should fire last, right?
No, they still fire. I think they still go in their shooting phase first. Just the maneuvering. I thought that's what we found out last time.
All right.
Okay,
So he is going to fire at the bomber with his large, heavy cannon.
how far was that? 3?
3. Yeah, he has to be
And
3
asteroid.
5.
Okay.
Oh shoot, asteroid. Yeah. How do they both have cluster missile double?
Yeah, well, one just let
Actually,
one loose.
to get rid of the asteroid, he will fire at the one that just hit him.
Okay.
So, 4 shots, no focus,
1 crit.
1 possible crit,
So 2 agility on this thing.
plus the range 3,
You got it anyways.
and he dodges. Alright, now he will go quad cannon against the Phantom. So he'll burn 1 energy, fire 3 shots.
Okay.
And
1.
focus, so 1 again with his 90 million dice of dodging.
And that's 4. We could do this. I got 2, so he's fine.
Alright, and since I missed, I can immediately spend 1 energy, perform the attack again. Why not?
Why not?
I'm beat up here. Might as well give it a shot. Second
1 again.
time, 1 again.
4 dice.
Alright,
Yeah, he's fine.
he dodges.
Big time.
So that is all his shots.
He's got the big gun too, right?
No, he fired that at the
Oh,
beginning.
okay. I'm sorry.
This one. Alright,
Alright, so
I don't know,
what we got?
is he
Yeah.
in firing arc?
Yes.
Alright,
Yes.
so we'll fire him 4 shots.
Yep, range 1.
Range 1.
The guy that
Kill
almost
somebody.
died.
He
He's
has
got focus.
so
It's 3. This could do it. Because I now need... Lame Duck now needs 3 dodge dice to survive.
Jesus.
If he only focused and he didn't run in, he would have made it. But he's dead. One of the ships finally goes down. So,
1 out of there.
pow, gone.
Alright. Number 18, Mr. Jacobs, is ranged 3
Okay.
through
an asteroid. Oh, this is a big one.
So he's got 3 shots.
Yep. So he
He's
has a focus,
focused,
so he's
so-
gonna do 3.
2 with 1 possible critical.
Ooh, baby! So it's 3. 1 for range 3. 1 for an asteroid. 1 for the stealth device.
You will miss.
He could. This is
2 out of
Turfinair with a
3.
stealth device on.
All these dice.
He completely missed everything. He's gone.
God.
Our Patreon pledge guy just
the
blew
force.
Turfinair through an asteroid, through the... Oh man, what a shot. What a shot, Mark. Great shot. Ta-da!
That's torpedoes through
Yeah,
the
yeah,
window,
wow.
taking out.
Totally blasting him. Totally blasting him.
My last rookie, number 29, is
Yep.
range 3, barely of the scimitar pilot.
Okay.
So he will fire 3 shots.
And
1 or 2.
alright. So 2 plus 1 for range 3 plus 1 for firing through the CR90.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And he'll only take 1 hull damage. So number. Oh, I didn't number him.
Yeah.
I'll have to put one on.
The first one.
Yep. So he's hit, and
That's
everybody.
All right. So I've got 1, 2, 3 energy, plus 2 already allow or fix.
Yep.
So
He's a
that's
big one.
5
dice. Need a big change here.
I will get
He's
all.
in trouble.
4 out of 5. 4 out of 5.
No eyeballs. 1 eyeball and nothing. So that was a bad roll after everything else.
Had you seen the video of the first time we did this, when we did it wrong, it's very similar. My rolling was very, very poor, so it doesn't surprise me.
Good shooting, but sucky for hyperdrive.
Yeah, which doesn't mean anything unless I could take everybody out, and I don't foresee that happening.
Alright, let's see what happens. So we got a lot of ships going on. Again, the CR90 is like breathtakingly close to other ships. So the Phantom,
so big it looks.
The Phantom has had to play defense this whole time because he's been stressed, he's been bottled. So it's a good way if you're playing epic games to deal with Phantoms. Not working well with that.
Shuttle's gonna get first shot.
And he landed it. They slammed into each other from there. But I want to note that this guy here did go through an asteroid. He did take a damage, but he was still able to do everything else fine. So that thing is going to fire.
Back end range 2 or front end range 3.
Ooh, well, I got 3 shots, range 2 at the big thing. Yep. So I got no target lock's going on. Mark has 1 shield taken off.
It's down to 6 hull on the back end.
I'm going to put 4 dice on Mark. Sorry.
Oh, he's going this end.
Yeah, just to get him a little bit off my case. Although damaging the back could do a lot of damage. So it's 3 to 1. Dodging with 2. You have 1 shield left on him.
He's got.
I think I hit him once.
No, he has no shields. Or no, he's got 1 shield. He's hiding. He's hiding the shield. Surprise!
Yeah.
I have a shield.
Let's see. I'm gonna go on the Patreon. I don't go on you, Mark. Let's see what happens. So 1 in a crit. So you got to get at least 1 of these off. And you do.
And then
so
the
it takes
Patreon reroll.
Yep, the Patreon reroll. So it's working.
Waggle, waggle.
Working. So now we go to Blount.
Where the hell is Blount hiding over here? He's hiding. He's firing. I believe it's going to be a range
2, I think. Yep, range 2.
At the unnumbered bomber. So he has got 2 shots.
He doesn't have a
target lock.
He had a focus.
Oh, he had a focus?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got
got
focus.
2 actions.
Yeah. Sorry, I used the focus.
Alright. And
he is not focused.
Doesn't have a focus, so he'll take 2 damage straight up. But he's still quite alive. That's the unnumbered guy.
That's the unnumbered guy.
So he's still halfway there.
Halfway.
And then I'm going to give this to you. Because even though he is stressed a bit, he is going to decloak and get behind this rookie. So he's out of this mess. And then he's going to put 5 shots into the rookie.
Oh, it's an exit only, man.
So just 2. So 3 dice for you.
To dodge. 1.
Got 1, so 1 shield is lost off of the rookie. That's it. Boom.
Oh, I got 2 hits, so
1 shield.
Hey!
Alright. That will then go to
Big guy.
the big guy.
Alright, so the big guy has his big gun. And
You can put way in the back of one of the ships.
so he can go range 4 against the Lambda. Oh wait,
And then you hit the bomber.
Yeah,
Can't hit the bomber.
He'll go with the unnumbered bomber.
So 4 dice.
So 4 dice.
Get rid of him. Need it.
2,
2.
3. 2.
2.
No.
Got 1, so only 1 more damage on the bombers. So he's up to 4. 2
And I
left.
have no energy on his secondary weapon, so that's it for the big guy.
Alright, now we go to bombers.
The bombers themselves.
So we'll start with this one. He's going to let loose his in the front section. That's range 2. So there's be no protection in the front part of this, so it's all shields.
All shields.
So far. So 1 shield goes away.
One shield.
Second attack. All of the three, so now he has just a single shield remaining. As he just licked off 4 of them right there.
Those damn cluster
And that's
missiles.
the last of his cluster missiles.
Now the second bomber is target locked to the back end still.
And firing another cluster missiles from the other one.
So he's going to back end. This is all
It's
straight
his back
damage.
end. But he's got to reinforce, so this will take off 1 from each of these blasts. So he takes 1 damage. And then again, he has a focus, so he'll
3
take
damage.
2 more damage.
Oh, 2 more because he's still
Reinforce,
reinforced. So he is at 3, 4, 5 damage out of 8. So he's got 3 hull left on the back end.
3 left.
Oh, I should have shoot this one down. So. Woo! All right, now the rookie pilots. One of them
Yep.
has no shot.
The other one has no shot.
Second one has no shot.
So it's up to Mark.
Mr. Jacobs, the man.
4 dice on the lambda.
3 dice.
I think
Oh,
it's
range 1, 4 dice.
Sorry. Oh!
Woo.
Wow!
2 and a crit.
I have 1 agility.
Hey,
I got 1 in dodge. So he's
One
going
in-
to take 2 of those shields off. Man! Patreon luck. Patreon luck.
All right.
That's where we're at. And then
That's all
the
the fighting,
other
so I've got-
bomber group shows up.
Hold on, I got
the
1,
energy.
2, 3 energy, 2 on, so 5.
Big roll.
dice. Come on. All 5 hits. It's that. Mark Jacobs, all 5 hits.
Oh, wonky eyeballs. He got 1.
1.
So 1 more fix. He's halfway there now. Halfway.
Wonky eyeballs. And
All
the
right.
next group will show up and.
And dun dun dun, TIE Swarm has just appeared in front of him. Alright, the world got really interesting. Basically, he just barreled into both the TIE Fighter Swarm. So there were 4 ships there, there's only 2 remaining. So he took 1 damage out of that. That took out that
The last
shield.
shield.
So,
One of the bombers ran into him and took a damage, which
yeah.
was the final damage.
which was a crit, which blew him up. So this thing has taken out 3 ships in the maneuvering phase. He also damaged the headhunter because he tried to fly past the CR90.
Lost a shield.
Couldn't get through because of the bomber. And
Felt bad, gave him a free action
Yep.
so he can focus.
He lost the shield there. This rookie has flown past the Lambda shuttle.
Mark Jacobs ran
into him and then didn't realize that this thing was putting on the brakes anyways, so they're 2 touching each other. This guy's trying to get the Phantom off his tail. He's now stressed and took off his stress and doubled focus. So that leads us to our lead guy, which I think is the Lambda.
Landham is a 6. Yep.
He's range 2 probably to blount. Yeah. So he's going to give him a stress because of it with Tactician. And then fire 3 shots at him to see what I can do. All 3 hit.
Gravy.
And 1's a crit.
Dodge.
So he gets the
Dodge is
focus, so
2.
he just saved his butt. And that
So
took out the
last
shield.
shield.
So he's got no shields on it.
Woo!
Woohoo! Yeah, that's just lucky rebels. Lucky rebels.
Let's return that favor then. So he will fire back with his 2 shots.
I don't know if you got him. You might want to check that angle.
Oh, shoot, I didn't even think about it.
You might just have the bomber. Got it?
Nope. So he'll fire at the bomber.
Probably better off.
Range
2.
2.
So range 2 of the bomber instead. 2 shots. Lost the
Lost the
focus.
focus, only
So this bomber has
You will
2
not
agility.
dodge.
Oh,
Yeah.
he dodges.
Only
He's
works
good.
for Mark Jacobs.
Apparently. Oh, see, Patreon guys, you'd be helping the rebels right now.
Oh, we actually jumped it.
Oh yeah, these guys are.
Backstabber actually
It's
has
a 6.
initiative as a 6.
So he's going to fire 3 shots into the front of the CR90 because he's only 2 shots of these things. Yep. And he's got focus, so he will put
2
1
hits.
damage and then a crit on him.
That was a miss.
No, it was a hit. I still what I took off.
Oh,
So
because
it
of recover.
Yeah.
So 1 damage puts him at 3. Critical.
So I think it was because it was a focus.
is a tracking misalignment. Reduce your primary weapon value by 2 energy. Spend 4 energy to flip this card down. So
And you also lose. You lose that energy on the hyperdrive thing. Because this time it's the front. No, that one. Yeah.
why?
That's the rule for the. All right. So yep, we move forward, and then now we are.
So
now we're back.
5. So
So-
you're
Up. Well, he's going to. I have to check with him because lovely cloaking. Can he do that again, or is that going to be putting him in asteroid level, where he can boost? Ah, man, this guy is not having a fun day.
a lot of
These
asteroids in the
have protect him, so he can do nothing.
So because he can't decloak, he cannot shoot.
Yeah, I could go forward, but I think that just puts everything's out of his arc.
Yeah.
And then I have to decloak again just to save his butt.
So you got another Black Squadron pilot that gets to fire
3
front end.
times. So what do we got on the 4 shots on him? So he's got that. So put 1 more damage on him.
2. Oh, because he's recovered.
Yep, because you have that.
So he's at 5.
Okay, and that
5
goes-
for the front. He's down to 3 left on
Then
the
it
front.
goes to this thing, the big guy.
All right, big guy. That's gonna be range 2. So guess I'll go backwards at the lambda
Yep.
at a range 5 for only 2 shots because of the damage. Primary weapon value is
Yep.
reduced by 2. And 1 possible critical, but he's got a shield left, so
And yep. So hits the shield,
takes down 1 more shield.
and now it goes to
No secondary weapons.
goes to the scimitar at range 2.
This could be it. Does he have any?
Yeah, he has 1 last
Cluster.
cluster.
All right, so
He was
he's
the one that did
expending.
not. Last cluster missile from the group. So here we go. So that's be 2 more damage on it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6,
6,
7.
7. Oh, 2
Should
more.
have 1 more.
Got 1 more.
And 3, all 3. 6
And that's
shots.
it.
Blam, 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 blam.
That's the front end, which had the hyperdrive. So
Yep.
that is the
So
match.
the Imperial shut them down. What a fight.
Mark Jacobs lives. And he had the kill of the century on top of that. But the CR90,
Well, let's go.
despite barreling through everything, could
Let's
not
talk about
handle. So it's done.
Okay, so second time we played this, same result. Imperials won.
I was going to mention that, but yeah, same result. I think I did better.
Yeah,
This time around.
I lost a lot more ships.
Well, 2 reasons for that. One, the
Yeah.
CR90 took out 3 ships in 1 turn. I think that's a first for that
And
happening.
hit a 4th.
Well,
Which is yours.
he took out 2 ships, and then the
Yeah,
3rd ship took himself out by running into the CR90.
And
Yeah, and then the Headhunter basically ultimately almost lost his life because he ended up losing an extra shield from running into him.
yeah.
And then the other, Mark Jacobs, what was a rookie pilot is no longer a rookie in my mind. With the I call it the shot of the century right
He
now.
might be a squad leader.
Range
quickly.
3 through an asteroid,
Yeah.
and he completely wiped
out
the
Turf
Interceptor.
and Air
That's-
with a stealth device.
That's amazing.
Like
But
stealth.
all for naught as the rebels fail the mission. Mark does survive, so you will be seeing him again.
Yep.
But the CR90 is crippled. They cannot hyperdrive. Not a
Yeah,
good day.
we will head to the next mission, which I will pull off and give you guys a prequel to. So we have lost. We go to B. Oh no, we go to the minefield with you winning one of the missions.
So I only get one
of these upgrades. I
Yeah,
think.
1 additional upgrade out of it. So
So
not good on my end. However, now that I at least know that the CR90 comes equipped with, at least in this campaign, with those extra cards, makes a little bit difference. One of the things I was struggling with is every time I built up energy, do I put energy on the weapons and give myself firepower, or do I try to get that hyperdrive up and running? And in the beginning, it was kind of a split. And
I
then
would
it
would
was-
say scenario wise though, if you're gonna play this as Rebel players, you gotta load this up. You just and you gotta hopefully you roll good dice too, because it is about dice.
Yeah. The thing is that hyperdrive.
You
If you
put
can
a
get
lot on.
2 to 3 tokens on that right off,
Right after
that's
that.
3 dice. So that limits the amount of extra
You need to
energy you
put
have
on
to
it.
put on there to get more dice. You can focus it on the weapons.
Yep.
The other big mistake I made, and I smacked myself for it because I made it the first time we played as well. When the Imperials set up, one of the hidden squadrons sets up behind the rebels, the other off to the side, and both times the first squad that you pulled was behind, and both times those are the bombers, and they do the most damage, and that's really what put it hard on the CR90.
The first time I did it, I had just the TIE Fighter group.
That's right, but they did do a lot of damage.
Both rear.
So the mistake I made is knowing that group in the back had the potential of coming out at the end of the second round. I should have had at least one of my 2 squad ships ready to go, so they could engage them, do some damage, maybe distract. I don't know. Well, I completely failed at that. I left
this scenario is really interesting. I end up really liking it, even though for obvious reasons that. But it's because it's very similar to like a bomber of World War II. The first group was definitely there, and if you're an Imperial player, if you look what I built in there, there was an Interceptor on there was a Phantom on there. The last time I did it was 3 Interceptors, and they totally drew the fighter group away from the CR90. That allowed these other groups to appear and really just go in as a formation, go right at it. And that's why he's saying if he had gotten someone back there, he could have put, because you saw they did something in the front, but it was the latter turns that the bombers did a lot of damage.
Yeah, and the other difficult part is trying to get that extra energy off the CR90 quickly. Is if you do straight maneuvers, you get most of the straight maneuvers, you're going to get that 3 energy on the smaller maneuvers. But your secondary weapons have all side firing arcs, so you kind of you want to turn that CR90 to engage better. But if you do that and you want to engage again, you take away energy from the hyperdrive. So I had a hard time trying to juggle, and unfortunately, obviously, as you saw in the video,
there was a little bit of strategy part of it, because I knew why he went into that second group. If you're thinking about it, was because there were the asteroid placements on that was about the one deterrent for the rebels, which he could have went through it, but that would have been a little risky. Maybe in hindsight, maybe to go run away from the swarm, but in the same essence, he wiped out 2 ships in that turn.
Yeah,
from that group.
Looking at the board as I look over at it, had I done a 3-turn maneuver, I probably would have taken out. Actually, I know I would have taken out 3 of the. Actually, I don't know if I can do a 3-turn maneuver, but.
Wow. No, you couldn't.
No, I can't. So I took out as much as I could. It was better than.
It was the best of what you got. It ended up getting the bomber because they were so close. It's one of those things in the pursuing you gotta be careful with. I think I've lost a TIE Fighter in every one of those missions that we did because they went quick. I was aggressive, stay aggressive. They crashed into the ship. Whatever.
But I think the way, as far as looking at an Imperial side, you played it the way you should. You need to get in there and get aggressive. When you have a ship that doesn't dodge and has to rely on shields and possibly replenishing and the reinforce, you want to get into that range 1 and get that extra dice, because you've got 1 extra dice on a ship doesn't mean much. When you have 1 extra dice on 4 to 5 ships, that's all the shields right there on one section. That's what happened. And then of course, anybody out there looking to go take on the CR90, you can't go wrong with the bombers and cluster missiles, especially when you have hot hands and rolling that. Dodging. Probably the worst dodging that I've seen in a while.
I'm on a cold streak on dodging.
But firing with the cluster missiles, it's the exact opposite.
Except for Lame Duck for a while, he
actually took
performed. He took a lot of
attention
dice.
For a small ship.
he was pretty good. He was pretty good for a long time. Although I totally loaded Fernier out, and Fernier whiffed really on the first one. But to our Patreons, our supporters, so I'm cool with that.
We need more supporters, because that extra free dodge that you gave me came in effect for Mark Jacobs.
Patreon Imperial supporters, let me know.
And hey, you know what? He's going to get a big shout out. I'm giving him a big shout out right now. Again, shot of the century, range 3, through an asteroid, completely, no hits prior to, and he completely obliterated the interceptor. So
yeah, he was doing really well.
But a win inside of a loss.
And I think that really added to the campaign of the CR90 was having another, we would normally be a no-name rookie, but now because he was a Patreon pilot, that was awesome. That was really we got into it. We thought we were.
I need more. I want a Patreon squad.
Yeah, well, that'd be awesome. What about me? What do I get? We'll see what happens. But we're going to go
more bombers.
We're going to get into mission. We're going to get into mission 4. That will be a little bit later. We don't have the time to do a double take on this one like we did the last mission. So give us a little bit. We'll get that figured out. But we hope you enjoyed it. And again, look for more. I know a lot of you are already on the X-Wing video hunting here, but there are other videos that we're doing that has the Spectreverse going in. And if you haven't checked some of those videos I talked about, this is the world this is somewhat what you're seeing. Although this is the CR90 campaign, Spectreverse are going to be all campaign bat reps. And you're going to see those Patreon subscribers that want to get into certain games of their choice. Like I said, if you look at the Patreon page, that will let you know. And you'll be doing what we just did. Pretty cool, huh?
Absolutely.
And Spectre Fedsen has been working hard on the web page, and we have also Spectre Wild has been doing more work on the forum link that is to the SpectreStudios.us, right?
Again, SpectreStudios.us, and you'll get on there. We'll have links to our Facebook page. We've got a link to the YouTube page itself. With a variety of the videos already preset on there, but that'll get you to the playlist of the other videos. And then again, the forum. And the forums, we really want to see the interaction from you guys. Let us know what games you want to see us playing. Maybe build a squad. Give us post something on there. Here's a 100-point squad that I want you to run with and see how well you do.
Yeah.
You name it, you can put it on the forum and you get that interaction, and we'll try to make it happen for you. So check out the website. And then check us out in the community as well.
Yeah, it's pretty much what we're striving for. We're located here in Maine, but we want to reach out to everybody in the world to be part of the Spectre Studio community, and you guys also get to hook each other as well. We're here to game, we're here to play.
Yeah, I'll throw that out there. The end of October, I believe it's the 23rd. Southern Maine Family Game Festival's happening at the South Portland High School. We will be there. Demoing some games, specifically we'll definitely be demoing X-Wing. Bring a 100-point force, and maybe we'll let you take on one of the... Actually, I won't say maybe we will. We will let you take on one of the Spectres.
Well, you'll be more or less taking... I think the plan will be, because I know a lot more different games than Spectre Fedsen, so if you want to take a shot at this guy here, the Rebel piloting, or he'll play Imperial, he doesn't really care what, but he'll be playing X-Wing. For sure. I will have something else depending, because there's a couple of things I'm also working on that I've told you that are coming up in the other videos down the road that Spectre Studios is hard at work at doing. So there is 40K out there, but really we're looking at some smaller, quicker games, and you're going to see a lot more of that. That's where the Patreon support can really get some interesting stuff with Dust. I might have that. I might have some part of Infinity there as well. It really depends on some of the things we're looking at.
We'll have a lot there, plus the game festival itself has tons of games you can demo. And purchase.
Yeah, we'd love to meet you in person if you have been a subscriber at least to the YouTube video. If you're going to be looking to do more with Patreon and want to ask us in person more about Patreon, we'll be there to check it out. So we definitely will like to see you there.
Thanks again.
All right.